Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. In today's video, I'll be doing my top 20 favorite NFL players for my 20 subscriber special. Before we get started, thank you all for 20 subscribers. It means a lot, and yeah, for every 10 we get, or for every 10 I gain, I will continue to post another 10 subscriber special, or like another continuation on the previous subscriber special video. So it'll go like top 20, top 30, top 40, and until it gets kind of ridiculous to make any more. And yeah, also before we get started, just as a disclaimer, these are going from like the least highest to the highest. So 20 would be like my a favorite player of mine, but not nearly as high as the number one. So it will be going from the lowest to the highest, in my opinion. And yeah, that's basically it. And let's get started. At number 20, I have Jamal Williams. So yeah, the reason he makes this list for my favorite players is he's just an explosive playmaker. He's obviously broke Barry Sanders' rushing record, if you did not know that. And yeah, that was a big feat for him, especially in Green Bay, where he had the first 4 years of his career. So yeah, that was a pretty cool moment for him. And yeah, I just really like the way he plays. I like his energy, and yeah, I feel like he's a great player, and that is why he makes my list, because he is at number 20 as my favorite NFL player. Number 19, Davonta Smith. Obviously, winning the Heisman Trophy in college with a ton of receiving yards. I mean, I believe it was 1,700 plus, which is incredible, even for like a college player. That's incredible, especially being in an SEC school like Alabama, where you playing top talent. That was a really big feat for him, and yeah, he's continued to play very well going into the NFL. And yeah, he's definitely a favorite player of mine, and yeah, I just feel like he's going to continue to get better. At number 18, I have Justin Tucker. In my opinion, probably the best kicker in NFL history, at least like the most consistent. He has the record for the longest field goal and the highest field goal percentage in the NFL all time. So yeah, he's definitely, with all his accolades, an incredible kicker, and also like on the field, even anything from like 50 plus, you expect him to make it because of how consistent and how precise he is with his field goal kicking. And yeah, I feel like as soon as he retires, probably should get into the Hall of Fame within the next 3 or 4 years of his retirement. At number 17, I have Nick Bosa. The reason he's on this list is because he's just such a dominant playmaker. I really like the way he plays. He's definitely one of the best, if not the best player on the San Francisco 49ers roster. He's just such a dominant threat off the edge, and yeah, he's definitely an incredibly good playmaker. And if he continues this throughout the rest of his career, probably should go into the Hall of Fame. He's led the league in sacks this year, and yeah, he definitely shows off why he's a top 5 edge rusher in the NFL. Number 16, I have Javonte Williams. I know a lot of people kind of don't really think of him as like a top 10 running back, and neither do I, but I do believe he's an incredible player. I really like his physical running style. Obviously, after tearing his ACL really early into the year, I felt like he had a ton of hype going into the year. Obviously, having a good rookie year in his first year, getting limited touches, but playing very well and showing some flashes of being a dominant NFL power back. But yeah, I feel like going into this third year, if he can stay healthy, he's definitely going to become, if at least a top 10 running back, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm a huge fan of the way he plays. And yeah, I feel like throughout the rest of his career, he should be a really consistent, strong running back. Number 15, I have Justin Herbert. Obviously, he lost last night. Well, as the time of recording this, he lost last night to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And yeah, he's in my opinion, he's definitely a top 10 quarterback. He's got a huge arm, and he's got pretty good accuracy with some decent athleticism to pair with it. And yeah, he has a group of good playmakers, obviously, in Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. And if they could stay healthy and play around him, he's definitely a top 10 quarterback. And yeah, I feel like it's not his fault that they have not won in the playoffs yet. I feel like if he was on a better with a better coaching staff, and with the players they have currently a little more healthy, he would definitely be winning games in the playoffs. And yeah. At number 14, I have Trevor Lawrence. The reason he's slotted a little higher than Justin Herbert, I know, he's, in my opinion, I feel like they're on par. Like they're two very comparable players. Justin Herbert did come into the league first, but just Trevor Lawrence was a better prospect in my opinion. Definitely like a generational talent at quarterback with a strong arm, incredible accuracy, and good athleticism. He was compared to like the way Andrew Luck was hyped coming out of college. And yeah, the reason he slotted higher, basically because of that, and also he did beat Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers in the playoffs. Not that that was Justin Herbert's fault. He played very well in that game, but I feel like it was more of a coaching struggle for the Chargers. And I know I'm going on a little bit of a rant because of that game, but yeah, that's why I'm putting him a little higher as number 14 on my favorite players list. Number 13, I have Ryan Stonehouse. He is the highest rated special teamer, I do believe, on this list. And yeah, he's already has some memorabilia of his in the Pro Football Hall of Fame for breaking the average punt record this year as a rookie. So he did get second team All Pro as well. So if he could continue for the rest of his career, I mean, he's already in the Hall of Fame, not necessarily as a player, but with some of the records he's broken this year. But yeah, I feel like if he can just continue this and work on his craft a little bit more, especially like ball placement when he's punting short distance. But yeah, if he could just work on that, he's definitely going to become an incredible punter. Not that he already isn't. He is definitely a top 3 punter in my opinion. And yeah, I feel like he can become a Hall of Famer. And if he just continues to work on his craft and just work on the rest of the things that come with punting in the National Football League. Number 12, I have Travis Kelce. He is the best tight end in the NFL in my opinion. I feel like he is slightly better than George Kittle. And yeah, he's a true receiving threat tight end. Him and Patrick Mahomes build one of, if not the best, receiving duo, quarterback receiver duo. Not that he's a receiver, he's more of a tight end, but yeah, I mean, I feel like he's an incredible player. Obviously, I love him and Jason Kelce's podcast, and yeah, I really enjoy the way they collaborate on that. I know he might be slotted a little higher than some of the players on this list because of that, but that doesn't mean that he is not a good player. He is definitely an incredible player and will probably go into the Hall of Fame. I know I'm saying this for a lot of players on this list, but yeah, most of them probably will. Number 11, for the last player on this top 20 list, I have Micah Parsons. He is another player that'll probably go into the Hall of Fame if he can continue this. Obviously, his rookie year was an incredible year. Got first team All Pro, made the Pro Bowl in his first year in the NFL. And yeah, played like a dominant player, and he already is. In his second year, he's just continued that. He's a great linebacker, but an even better edge rusher. And yeah, he's a true dual threat talent on the defense. And yeah, I'm a big fan of the way he plays. And yeah, I feel like he's just going to continue this success for the rest of his career. And yeah, I'm excited to see where he goes. And to continue out this video, the previous top 10, if you want to see, I'm not going to go into in-depth with these players, so if you want to hear me talk about in-depth on these players, you can watch the previous top 10 video. I will put that in a playlist along with this one, so yeah, if you want to go back and watch either of these videos, they will be in there. Just check the playlist section on my channel, and yeah, without further ado, let's get into the previous top 10. At number 10, I have Tua Tagovailoa. Number 9, Jalen Waddle. Number 8, Tyreek Hill. Number 7, Justin Fields. Number 6, Derrick Henry. Number 5, Marshawn Lynch. Number 4, Jason Kelce. Number 3, Troy Polamalu. Number 2, Justin Jefferson. And number 1, Jeffrey Simmons. So, yeah, that's basically it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 80 subscribers by the end of the year, and it would help out. And, yeah, that's basically